Hey guys, Lindsay Duff here. I know it's been a little bit of a while. I do have a really busy life, and since summertime is here, I haven't really been able to do a whole lot. So, just kind of looking at what we have for today so far, and it looks like to the upside, just like every other day. It just seems to be going up and up and up. I seem to have just missed this entry right back in here. If I get in now, it's way too late, and there's really no good place to put my risk. So if I get in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would put me back behind here, but it could easily come back, grab me, and keep moving. So I really want to wait for the proper time to enter this trade. That and a little, I would just say aware of this zero line. But I'm going to wait for closer to the end of this to make a decision about entering. Because even though this MACD right now is pushing to the upside, it could very easily turn down in the next 400 ticks. Go, see how it's pushing back now. I really like to come see it pull just kind of back into here and then take off. Give me a little bit better place to put my risk. We have had a head and shoulders, but do you know how many times this has happened and it's kept going up? So it's kind of hard not to just go with it to continue to the upside. This here, which could still push down a little bit, or maybe do something a little like this. Hey. Excuse me. Hey. Okay, what I'm watching is right here. I do have to, oh, it's a nice push up, but it's just still right there at the zero line. So I want to give this a little bit of time to work out. I think what's holding me back the most is right in here. Such a strong push and just very, very weak move to the upside. It's rolling down. So right now I'm trying to trade the 610 instead of paying attention to what the other time frames are telling me. I do like the way that this one is pushing up still, and it does give me a bit of a chance. I'm going to give it one shot. This could very easily push down on me. Prepared to take it out if it does go down, but this is a great spot. It's pulled back. It's given a reversal bar. The MACDs haven't really pulled back here nor here. They are just kind of hanging out. But like I said, we had a strong push here. Took a little while and then pushed back up. So that may be what's happening. I do not want to see this give a deeper retracement. Because I've been out of the game for a little bit, and you know, we get a little rusty. Oh, and as you notice also, I am working with extending targets. So I have my first target set at 2 points, my next one set at 3. This isn't looking like the best for me right now. I want to give it a moment. I feel like it could pull back to about where my stop is before it goes. So I'm just going to wait. I think today we have some news to think about. Thursday. Nope, nothing to worry about. So I've gone through whatever is going to happen. Alright. I'm going to take my exit on this. Yeah. Man, I want to, but it's not pushing down hard right here. It's a very weak push down compared to what we've seen, so it could be dying out just like it was here. So I want to take my exit, but I think I'm going to leave it right where it's at, just as a yeah. I think part of wanting to take the exit is not being with it. Okay. We're starting to push up. There we go. And it's really a little more difficult to trust these continuous long trades whenever we overrun the areas. It also becomes a sense of I have to trust this to continue to move in the direction that it has been, even though it's given me some divergence. So not wanting to see it continue, because that is just silly. I like the way that the MACDs are working in favor here a little bit. It pulled down and it says, oh, well, it's trying to scare me out. This may make a deeper retrace before it goes up. Really my risk there. If it comes back and takes me, which it's looking like it really might now, I'll be prepared for the next entry, which I still believe is going to be a long. Still 2 ticks behind this area. Starting to roll. Not my biggest. Yeah, and I want to wait, because typically if I move up with the 1 tick, it'll take me and then go up. So I think I'm going to just be a little patient and just be prepared if it's time to get back in right after. Okay. Kind of anticipating that to happen. I feel like I could have exited a tick before, but it's all right. I'm going to be prepared. I just don't like this now. It's just right here, waiting, pull back a little bit deeper. Feeling a little rusty today. I like the way that we've got the MACDs and the price leaving a little bit higher right here. We do have some strength pushing down in the 4181, so I want to be just a little bit patient and wait for the next attempt at a long trade. Maybe longer than I think waiting for the long trade. Is it finally gonna turn it around? It's a lot of strength coming down on those MACDs. Alright, so I just didn't listen. I mean, I could have taken another tick out of that, but it's alright. We're just gonna look for the next one, which is showing a lot of strength down now. And to think about it, we've got a ways to go before our next big pivot area. Alright, well, ever heard that saying, think long, think wrong? That's how I feel right now. I'm going to go ahead and remove this from here. Especially with what the strength of these MACDs are doing now. If I even attempted another long trade, it would just be silly. So, as I've done before, I traded the 610 and ignored what the higher time frame was telling me, which really said it was going to push down further. I'm going to take just a tiny bit of profit, but I mean, really, guys, if I sit here and focus over that, then I'm not prepared for what's going to happen now. So I'm just going to actually, for now, I'm going to turn this off. I want to take that short, but I felt like I was way too late getting in right here. And had I taken that short, I'd be sweating the heck out of it right here. Between these EMAs, it's a really difficult place for me to take trades. It's a very tight area. I like to make sure that I have a pretty good feeling that I'm going to clear the area. And the only one that gave me that notion was the 610. Well, I take that back. The 4181 still has a lot of strength down, but you're kind of slowing down here on the 1597. We've got this 6 of one, half a dozen of the other when it comes to entries. We do have these EMAs that have been typically holding. We did overrun it a little bit here, but You have things trying to scream at you to the downside. Well, I don't know if it's because I started off rough and I'm struggling to take any trades. It's just really not ideal. You know, my opinion, and my opinion doesn't matter at all when it comes to trading. But my opinion is that we've had so much strong moves to the upside that this is going to continue up. It's just giving a deeper retracement before it does. I'm going to give this a shot to pull us back to the area. And I think I'm losing my mind doing this. Slow, pop up here, slow. This is the one that is really concerning me. This baby doesn't pop up, I'm getting out. And I am not waiting for two different targets on here. Alright, first sign of a slowdown, I will be taking the exit. And I'm going to let it run for a moment. Okay, we're going to leave it right at 2 points. May not even come back. It wouldn't have taken me out with the first touch of it anyways. Alright. Just stay there. Be patient. Everything is still pushing up. There we go. Alright. So this is pulled away pretty strong. There was a lot of distance to run back. We had a few times where the MACDs couldn't push to the downside here. You're reaching that support area or that HTF EMA as an area for a bounce up. So I wasn't going to trust this to take me all the way home back up here. But and let me just turn this back on for a moment. I'll turn it back off though. I just don't like it in my way. So first trade, I could have read the signs a little sooner and gotten out. I did not get in here, went too quickly, wasn't even paying attention here. And then the long trade as it's weakening, reversal bar, it was so weak coming down on the 1597 at that point. And we can just look at them on here too. This had a little bit of a different look to me. You can make it say whatever you want if you just look at it long enough, right? I mean, it was a pretty intense roll around the zero line, but I went ahead and just ignored it. There was a lot of things going on in my mind about the strength to the upside. So going to put a line here where it's pulled back and hit several times. We can put one up here, and it looks like it's chosen right in this area. Just kind of move it so it's kind of an area. I mean, really, part of me just wants to take all these blue lines off because they don't mean a whole lot right now. With the with the fact that we're just going up and up and up and reaching areas that we've never been before. Let's go ahead and turn these back off just so they're not making decisions for me. Let's see, what time is it? It's almost 10. I may give this one more. You know, when I've been out of practice for a little bit, and I am working on. I mean, I haven't. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. It has been a busy, busy summer, and I haven't really had time to work on the curriculum. I kind of feel like there's been a lot of things sabotaging me every time I get close to getting started on something. Like yesterday, I went and did Pilates in the morning, came back, was all gung-ho, had everything laid out, and not only was our internet out, but I couldn't get access on my phone, so I couldn't get a mobile hotspot. It's not easy just to pack up my computer and the extra screen and go and find a place to work with that. So I just took it as a sign that right now is not the time, and I know that probably bothers some people who are really looking forward to taking the course. But when it's ready, it'll be there. Well, looks as though I could have held that longer, but I am absolutely fine with the exit happening at the area, We're at an area that we should be anticipating a bounce to the downside, coming up to the zero line, hitting the EMAs, but a lot of strength in the MACD. Say forget about it. And the fact that on our higher time frames, our EMAs are up with a lot of strength. I'm also not taking a long directly into those, even though it's kind of trying to set up for one. You know, last time I did this right into the zero line, I was, I got well, I didn't get my booty handed to me. I mean, these bars really enticed me, and it looked like strength at the time. Yeah, I could see the potential for the long here. There's a lot more room to run than prior when I took this. But I just don't want to trade directly into this zero line to the upside. I think it's kind of lost my focus. Shut it down. You've made like this giant W pivot, so anticipations would be for it to come all the way back up here. Okay, I think I've done this long enough. I'm just laughing at myself. I can't believe I exited from this trade so early. There was so much strength going up in the MACDs. I think it's just kind of a, you know, after being rusty a little bit, that tends to happen. So I guess we're getting back in the swing of things and moving life on from here. I don't know that I can trade tomorrow, honestly. I have some errands I gotta run, so we shall see.